10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Solved Online, the online business information solution service through legislation.gov.uk for all clients at all levels in all problems. And today's topic following is Solved Online business solution for the Windrush Generation Part 5. Right, today is Friday, so just gonna go through all the week's topics, all the week's discussion, business solutions. Again, it's a 20 minutes program because again it's the end of the week, so we're gonna start fresh again on the following week. Again, it's to demonstrate the value and history of the inheritance and the royal estate that is consolidated to the UK national debt. Sold online YouTube platform is the report on business solution through legislation.gov.uk by reviewing and highlighting past and present acts. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to help build a global online business solution system on accountability, sustainability, and transparency in growth and protection. Like the motto states, Solved Online knows that there is no business like the king's business. Solved Online provide solution, discovery, documents, proof, show demonstration, direction, instruction, and accuracy, all that you need for development and growth and protection. Again, let's get to that 1,000 subscriber to do a seminar, to start a seminar, lecture, webinar, so that we could all teach and learn how to be a barrister, solicitor, how to research like a barrister, solicitor, lawyer, to gain the best knowledge within the law to help us to grow. Yeah, so I'm just gonna send out again a little bit more invitation so everyone can come in. So there's groups that I usually be in. So let me just do that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go to that place that we always go to just to allow it to sink in. It's legislation.gov.uk, the number one place for again solutions. Again, any solutions that you have, it is stemming from here. All right, so again to the home page, as you can see, legislation.gov.uk. Just gonna send out the link. Yeah, and again, it's for the Windrush Generation to actually, see that they are royalties and that they have value and history that is tied within the law, not by, again, what is being documented, by again those that, manipulate, the media or such, but this is by law and within law. Yeah, so I'm just gonna send out the link and it's gonna get to everyone. So we're just gonna go through again what we've been discussing through the week, some acts that are missed out on to help consolidate and add more count to the actual Windrush and their their claim and their right to royalty, to the United Kingdom and colonies, to the House of Windsor, to their royalty. So again, these things are very important to know, because again, royalty is a must, for again us to be able to have a platform that is equal, for us to be able to have an economy that is equal, and everything else that is equal, because this again is based on business, and you have to understand the climate change. So just to put everyone on a solid foundation, it's very important because again, this is how our life again is governed by, legislation.gov.uk, the laws that has been that traveled from, so far 12th century. Like I say, this is the time of the War of Jerusalem, where the two families, were fighting again, the kingdom of the south and the kingdom of the north. The two brothers, and within that time, again, a lot of distraction will take place, and that allowed, the servants to be able to gain control and start manipulating the administration of, again, the empire. So this is where we're gonna go. We're gonna see what's new with the legislation. So we're gonna go down. Usually, like I say, it's right here. Legislation published recently. I will go to UK statutory instrument, and there's six. That's a lot published for today. So we're gonna go through them. So the first one, the taking control of goods and certification of enforcement agents amendment number 2, coronavirus regulation 2020. Second one, the air navigation restriction of flying High Park London regulations 2020. And we have the next one is the online intermediation service for business users enforcement regulations 2020. And we have the M6 toll motorway, M6 junction T8 to M6 junction 12A, temporary restriction and prohibition of traffic order 2020. And we have the next one, we have the business tenancies protection for forfeiture related period coronavirus England regulations 2020. And the last one, we have social fund and social security claims and payments amendment regulation 2020. And that's it. So this is important for most of us. So the last one, and mostly all of them, depending on what business area you are in, what type of department you deal with most, or whatever you're going for at this moment. Yeah, so it's very important to look into these documents if you want to stay up to date with your life and again govern your life and business. So we're gonna go over to .gov.uk just to again highlight something that to deal with Windrush Generation and the compensation scheme, and just to recap, because again it's the end of the week, and just recapping. Yeah, so again, big up, passing through, bless up, brothers, yes, sisters, yeah, yes, knowledge up course all the time. Like I say, it's the only place you're gonna be able to ask question and get the most direct answer. Yes, and only place you're able to ask question, and it's not afraid to give you an answer, if it's now or later. But definitely, if this is not solved online, is a place where again we take on all competition that claim they know the law and are vast in the law. Doesn't matter what level. Could be QCs, it could be starters, it could be international lawyers. Like I say, we could put money on these things because Solved Online is here to, provide solutions. And if that's a way to provide solution, then that is the way. Yeah, so like I say, we're gonna go into that again. We're gonna close that screen, and then we're gonna open up the next screen. That's .gov.uk. So just gonna get it open now. Yes. So there we go. And this was, like I say, what the government had proposed for all those that are within the Windrush generation. All those that are in the Windrush generation, this is what the government had proposed for you to be able to claim. But again, this is just the short end of the stick. The long end of the stick is that you have royal claim. You are of the House of Windsor, and again, all the descendants that are from the Caribbean islands that I mentioned, or the islands that I mentioned. So I'm gonna go into that in a minute. So just okay, let's go. So brief overview. It shows you. It goes overview. You may be able to claim compensation if you suffered losses because you could not show that you have a right to live in the UK. As you can see, so this is very important. So they're now correcting wrongs. So again, that's why we need representative. We need representative at the highest level, because this is the time to again reveal all things. Again, losses can be things like not being able to work, find a place to live, or give health treatment. They can also include immigration action like detention or removal from the UK. So like I say, all those that are within their islands that has been removed from the UK, they also can again get help. So that's why the like, share, comment, and subscribe is very important, because like I said, there is no other business platform that's on again the internet that is enabling the solution for again the community, the elders, like solved online. Yeah, so and it shows you can claim. So it goes, you can apply if you came to the UK from a Commonwealth country before 1973. So you see what it's mentioning. So this is how they narrowed it down to again divide the rightful rulership, or the rightful claim of royalty. They got down to Commonwealth, but the Commonwealth have more and larger hierarchy than within just the term of the name. So that's one that goes, your parents or grandparents came to the UK from a Commonwealth country before 1973. Grandparents or parents, you see. So it's giving you again, it's open up for basically all of us, all of those that have been through difficulties. You came to the UK from any country before the 31st of December 1988 and are now settled here. So it shows you, and it goes, you can also claim if you are the close family member of someone eligible to claim, and you have had significant losses yourself, representing the estate of someone who would have been eligible. So it shows you, it's like I say, they're throwing it up, they're throwing everything, but they're mixing it up so largely. If you don't understand, then it's like I say, this is what we are lacking within education, because education is business. And again, within the education, again, you're able to balance the economy. So, and it shows you all the claims here. But again, these claims are small claims. That's why in law there is small claims and there's large claims. This is fact. Just you know, it's very important to understand these things when it comes to law and it comes to rights and position. So yeah, it shows you all the things that you can claim for here. So you may be able to get compensation for losses relating to employment, immigration fee, housing, health, education, driving license, banking, daily life. For example, you missed a major family event or could not travel, detention or removal. So this is very important because we know there's a lot of removal that has taken place throughout the years. The years. So it's a very important thing. So this is the main thing. So this is what Solved Online is enabled to help with our Windrush generation and able to again claim larger claims. So I'm just gonna go through the slideshow just to brief, go through what we have been through within the week. But we're gonna start fresh and continue next week. So I'm gonna close that, and then we're gonna get into now. Yes, so this is gonna be the slide. Okay. Yeah. Oops. Yep. So you probably seen that. That's what it's. There's so much revelation, revealing that's gonna take place. That's why there's so much parts to it. Um. Yeah. So and again. Yeah. So see, it just I'm breaking it down to the point where you could go away and have a different outview in terms of how we are structured in society based on business and claim and value, and property, all of these things. Yeah, so like I say, it showed you that again the ship that we traveled on again is a British national one because it's called the Empire Windrush, London. And over here, we showed, the House of Windsor is a royal house, the royal house of the Commonwealth realm. And, with this house holds, again, the kingdom together. And within this house, again, there are countries. So every individual that is born within these countries are members of this royal house. So if you're a member, if you're in a royal house, then you are a member of that royal house. So you're born in it. So that's how it's again proven. So, and it shows you again royalty. Yeah, and houses has been traveled, has been has came from the dynasties. Ethiopia, all of these things, the House of Solomon, the House of David. So again, this is denoting historical facts. These are all just facts, plain facts. So this is telling you more details and showing you that again, like I say, the United Kingdom, before time, like I say, it's a real kingdom, not just a title. It is a United Kingdom because of the kingdoms of Scotland and England and Ireland came together, but they used the kingdom of Scotland and the kingdom of England to come together and form the Act of Union. So I'm going to bring up the Act as well. So I'm going to bring up some acts to again solidify all of what is being stated. So and I also showed again British people and what that meant. So again, it also means again, or if you're a citizen or native, again, when you're a native, that means you are part of royalty. Like I say, because native have been there since the kingdom, and again, if it's a crown colony, they're based on royalty. So that's why again natives always have residency. That's why they have the right of abode to be able to travel freely. That's why the Magna Carta was established also, and to enable that all the royal members do not lack um privileges. So very important to know, and it shows you, like I say, all the countries which have again are British, and again British mean the Great Covenant. So you need to know this. Yeah, so we go down. So here now, again, this is showing you that again the system of the world which has never been broken, knowing that again Ethiopia is the head, meaning it is, the rightful ruler, it is the owner, it rules the world, it has the possession. Africa in itself has the possession, and it shows you it comes down to church. Church is federation, and federation rules the world. So that's why all churches are again supreme. That's why you are able to get the supremacy through the church, because the church allows every king to be able to have that divine right to be king through again the right rulership through the servant of the one king. That's why the Ethiopian Orthodox Taiwan Church, as you can see, the possession, like I say, you could go to any other institutional establishment in the world and you're not gonna again be able to find the possession, and their claim, that's why I said the possession is countries, so continents. So for instance, like I say, those that are fighting for power, there ain't no power to fight for. It's the game to keep the business flowing, their economic flowing, because when one one side has power, then again it be able to manipulate the other side. So when there's balance, righteousness comes in place, the business is right, everything is right. So as it shows you, possession, and I did put a definition: possession, Sudan, Djibouti, Kenya, South Africa, Israel, Europe. So, like I say, Europe, United States, Canada, Caribbean, Latin America, Australia, Nigeria, and it shows you territory Ethiopia. So that's why in that time, you should understand, um, Ethiopia created the Ethiopian Constitution 1931. That's why I mentioned the Statute of Westminster 1931, because again the only rightful business head is able to create constitution, and again it's and the servants follow by copying and publish. It's based on again Ethiopia. So anything Ethiopia publish, the rest of the world again follows. So and that's enable them to be able to carry out their business adventures. So as you can see, and it shows you, based on the Nile, at which again the root based on rulership, based on dynasties, based on again and biblical ties into biblical um facts, and again we said hierarchy facts, Solomon, Menelik, these are all all pertaining to the business, the fleet, the navies, the military, the order of Solomon, which again the emperor of Ethiopia is the head of, and again is elected to rule as the supreme being. Yeah, so it shows you based on again control and business. This is here. So that's why when it comes to rulership, the church rules, church land is church property, and again churches are serious in terms of again protecting and showing greatness. So that's why the Coptic Orthodox Church of Alexandria also have possession, and it shows you the possession that the Coptic church has, and it shows you there Middle East, Palestine, Israel, Canada, United States of America, Great Britain, Western Europe, South America, Australia, New Zealand, Oceania, South East Asia, and the Caribbean islands. So they say they share in equal on certain islands. That's why I see the Caribbean island was mentioned twice, because again it denotes that they are coming from a lineage, a house, again the house of David, meaning the house of Judah, which again gives the law. That's why the churches, they give the law. Again, wordship could, could say could confuse, but when it comes to, modern day, you know, documents and proof, you could see it's written down. And then again, just to give everyone a bit of understanding, like I said, this is all pertaining to the Windrush. It's so it would you would think, wow, how is this pertaining? Because again, the Windrush is the line within the empire, with the line within the empire, the line which is, so they're the last generation, or you could say the last tribe of the house of Windsor of Judah. They are the last, as in last, to be, significant, to actually see, to say, okay, these individuals are from this time. So that's why, it's very important to show and to prove that again they are from the kingdom. They are coming from the kingdom. Think about it. And so the kingdom hasn't been that long away or long ago. So this is very important to know. These are people of kingdoms. These are people of empires, not just normal individuals that we come across every day. So that's why you have to honor them and put them in their right position. So Zara Yaqub, like I said, this is the Ethiopian emperor, and again within the translation from the Gizi, this is the Ethiopian um language to again Rome, or English language. You could say his name, Constantine the First. So it's just to show you that whatever has been translated, it's coming from a real source. It's not made up, but it's the correction, the accuracy is again Ethiopian emperor. So this emperor was fighting against his brother because again I don't know, for over some family, you know, family dispute. So this is the imperial province. That's why I showed you the Imperial Institute Act. So the imperial province, the head of the imperial province are again Ethiopian Orthodox Taiwan Church and the Coptic Church of Alexandria. And again, that's why the House of Judah is the lawgiver. That's why the House of Judah is the actual church, because again, and it is Ethiopia, and it is the Emperor Haile Selassie the first, because again he kept the reign, and still just to denote and just to establish that again, this is where all of you know the rights and privilege of business that first established to be able to um trans transfer information from one place to the other. So the next one we're gonna go into, just to do it. I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna continue with this on Monday. So this is again the Imperial Commonwealth. I don't know if a lot of people knew about this, but there is an Imperial Commonwealth and the Central World. So the Imperial, that's why it was broken down. So the Imperial Commonwealth, then then you have the British Commonwealth of Nations, of the League of Nations. So there was all these different exchange of information to basically distract, royalty. So like I say, it's a bit blurry, but the Imperial Commonwealth of Nations. Then it turned over to the Imperial British Commonwealth of Nations. So it's a lot of interpretation mix, all of these things just to take or distract us out from royal possession. But I'm gonna go into this next next week. So I'm just gonna bring up some acts to, you know, solidify what's going on because it's very important. Yeah. So this is just only for those that are willing to know. Again, so I got some more messages. So I'm just gonna close this quickly. I'm then gonna go back to Solved Online. Uh, go back to legislation.gov.uk. Friday. Let's see the time. Whoa, I didn't even check it. No, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna show you some laws that I did missed out on, and then try close. But I definitely got into it and feeling more, like I say, that more and more passionate to put it forward. Yeah, what is that? I was looking for it. I appreciate this. Yes, big up for passing through again. Again, what happens if they're not put? The only way to establish a nation or a state is by following orders. That's why the order of the Star of David, the order of Solomon, again, that is where everyone is claiming their kingship from. This is this is facts. It's all there. It's you could go to a museum, wherever you whatever documentation you want, you could go and find it. It's nothing new. Yeah, so yeah, now we're gonna go into, like I say, just gonna bring up some statues. So the first one I wanted the Union. So let's see what comes up. Yeah, so the Union, the Union with England Act 1977, so 1707. So the Union with England Act 1707. This is very important to know. Very, very important. And so this is showing you about, again, it's gonna look, as you can see, how this is the establishment, like I say, of Great Britain. This is when Great Britain was being created, because everyone was coming from houses, royal houses. That's why the house of, so as you can see, it goes, so the act ratifying and approving the Treaty of Union of the two kingdoms, as you can see, of Scotland and England. It's showing you two kingdoms. So I don't know, like I say, it got down to states because our right, our claim is in the kingdom. We ain't got no claim within the state. So that's why, again, we have to establish we call societies, because societies are there for the claim of the kingdoms. Yeah, and it just shows you, again, talking about the churches. See, it talks about there the Protestant religion and the Protestant church, government, because it's all coming from the church. It talks about the Great Seal. This is very important to know. The Great Seal, again, is the seal that's been given to all commissioners to hold the remembrance of that kingdom. That's why, if you go to the High Court, you could see the Great Seal within there. Yeah, so this one was very important. Like I say, the crown is the crown. So the crown is denoting, the rightful rulers. So the crown is denoting the capability of being a king. So that's why, yeah. So let's just show you this one. Uh, that was that one. Just show you another one. Just to say we're coming from church. We're gonna go into more details. This is just a scraping the surface, just some Magna Carta, and it's like I say, it has all of what you need. It's all here. So the distraction is real though, as you can see, showing you. So again, the Great Charter of the Liberties of England and of the Liberties of the Forest, confirmed by King Edward the 21st year of his reign. So King Edward the Confessor, he was also he went to Jerusalem, and again he saw the Lord himself again, and yet the Confessor again. The forest again. What does that mean? Again, because there's only one ruler. That's why it says the earth is the Lord, the fullness thereof, and the forest holds the key. So we're showing you about Magna Carta, for instance, showing you where it goes, and this is talking about basically all of the church members. You know, the bishop, the archbishops, the earls. So these are all governor of the realm, and it's the realm of, like I say, the empire itself. So it's gonna, well, because it's so old, it only gives you certain parts that it's obviously published, but all the rest of it you could find in the National Archives. I've got it, so like I say, I'll pop it up on a different date, but it's, like I say, it's showing you of our merit and free will. So again, the Holy See, as you can see, the Holy Church, because again, the Holy Church they're talking about again is that Church of Ethiopia, or the Church of Jerusalem. It has a connection to Ethiopia. It has a connection to the House of Judah, or Judea, the imperial province. So, like I said, all of these is a part of the justice of the peace. All of these members, all of these officers, all of these, they're all a part of the justice of the peace. So there are hierarchies, and they keep, the order. They keep all. So it shows you. So it's just to read this part. It goes, first we have granted to God, and by this our present charter have confirmed for us and our heirs forever, that the Church of England shall be free, and shall have all our whole rights and liberties inviolable. We have granted also and given to all the freemen of our realm for use for us and our heirs forever, these liberties underwritten, to have and to hold to them and to their heirs of us and our heirs forever. So it's showing you again, it's just showing you very important, very important. So this is where you could say where Freeman came from. This is the first of it, and it's showing you that it's the Freeman is established from the church itself, because again, the Church of England shall be free. It has its rights and liberties. So again, that is another. It goes in. Like I say, go into more detail in the future to come. This is also important. Oh wow! So I was explaining something. Like, one moment. When the screen come up, I go on another screen. So 1 moment. I was mentioning here. So this is what I was talking about. Magna Carta. There you go. And there you go. Yeah, so that's why, like I say, and I was talking about here. And Church of England, and so let's go back. So it was there. It was Magna Carta and the Union, and it was showing you there. Okay, just let's go into it again. So for all the viewers to be able to see, it was on another screen. Crazy. So it was showing you the two kingdoms there of Scotland, England, and it was just talking about the actual church itself and the Great Seal. This is what I was talking about here, and all the commissioners there are again the justice of the peace, and again the Protestant religion and the prohibited the Presbyterian church governance. So it's talking about the church in itself, and it's just mentioned the churches because again churches have the rulership. They are the rulers. So they have their military, and the military represent them. The military look after the land for again the rightful king. So there was some more legislation acts that I was gonna go through, but save them for another day. I'm gonna scroll through. I got a bunch of details, but like I say, just the rest on this piece. Again, the Union with England Act 1707. Yeah, so we're gonna close it because time is running. Yep, that's about it. It was a 20-minute show. Like I say, when I go into it, sometimes get into proper detail. So again, solved online, the online business information solution service through legislation.gov.uk for all clients at all levels in all problems. Again, and today was again solved online business solution for the Windrush Generation Part 5, and it's to demonstrate the value and history of the inheritance and royal estates that is consolidated to the UK national debt. Solved online YouTube platform is to report on business solution through legislation.gov.uk by reviewing and highlighting past and present acts. So I like, share, comment, and subscribe to help build a global online business solution system on accountability, sustainability, and transparency in growth and protection. Like I say, do that. Like I say, give thanks and praise and appreciation. And see me next week. More and more depth detail. Like I say, this is only for those that are chosen. I give thanks and again, we're passing. So give thanks and praise for passing through. And I said, peace.